Okay, so what I want is a bot that's really human-like. So it answers like human rather than it being like weird robotic answers that it gives. And then I want that to be able to go on my website so people can ask it questions and get, answers to questions easily. But also, I need it to be able to connect with Messenger, because then when I run my Facebook ads, they can go to Messenger and then they can answer the questions there. So that saves time on my end. And WhatsApp as well. Can you put it to WhatsApp? Or maybe text message as well, because then when I send text messages out, and I want that all to go into one place. It's got to go into the one place so that I can see it all in one go. And maybe Slack as well. And there's so many other things. What do you mean? It exists already. Really? Then buy it, add it to our system. Let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so here we are at the bottom here of this absolutely fantastic software. I'm not going to lie to you, I've been playing around with this now for a while, and I bought it a little while ago, and now they've just added an update in yesterday that makes it incredible. Well, that's what I think anyway, and let me know what you think in the comments below, because I think this is a game changer for Support Board. Now, it was already a good piece of software already. Incidentally, there's a deal going on AppSumo at the moment. I'll leave the description in the comments below, so all you have to do is click and you can get the best deal. And if you're new to AppSumo, you can get 10% off as well by simply waiting for the email to come that says 10% off and then clicking on that and going through. Support Board is what it is, so check it out, comments below. Now basically I'm going to run you through Support Board so you can see, and then we'll talk about the deal a little bit later. So the first thing is you've got all of your settings just here. Now the great thing about Support Board is exactly what I just said in that really terrible intro just there, and that is that everything is in one place, hence the name Support Board. So if you're sending out text messages, if you're sending out WhatsApp, if you're sending out Messenger from Facebook Messenger because you've got Facebook ads running, if you're sending out Slack messages, what else we've got? We've got Telegram, we've got Viber, we've got WeChat, we've got Zendesk, we've got articles, we've got WhatsApp, we already talked about that, and you've got tickets as well. So you can even create a section for tickets so that if somebody wants to put a ticket through your website, like your Messenger or whatever, they create a ticket, it also comes all the way here to Support Board. So it's absolutely brilliant. Everything in one place, which is the best thing. But what's really cool is the bit that they've added in just recently. Now, incidentally, I will run you through a few of these things very quickly. Firstly, Messenger. Really easy to set up. I'll block out this information now, but basically all you need to do is go through the YouTube channel. I'll leave the details in the comments below for Support Board, and you just click on that YouTube video and you watch it, and it's an AI voice, so it's quite annoying, but just listen to what it says and follow it exactly, and you should have no problem with your Messenger synchronization. It's perfectly done. It works perfectly. WhatsApp, on the other hand, I did have a bit of an issue, and the reason I had that issue is because of the fact that it doesn't say in the documentation that you need the phone number ID, that you need to put that in the cloud API settings. Now, if you're used to cloud API settings and all that kind of stuff, you'll know how to do all that stuff. But if not, then you may stumble on that. And I did see a couple of comments of people saying my WhatsApp's not working. But after I did that, I went back and forth with support. And that's another thing as well. When you go to support, if you buy the AppSumo deal, what happens is that it will take you to the website, it will set you up an account, but it doesn't automatically put your AppSumo deal in, which normally AppSumo does. So I was a bit surprised by that, but it does have a thing to redeem the code. So you click on redeem the code and then you paste that into the thing, because otherwise what will happen is you'll get a free account with Support Board, and that gives you like 50 messages or something, and then after those 50 messages it will say your account has been locked and it won't let you do anything. So that's what happened to me, and I got a bit confused and I was like, hey, what's going on here? And I contacted them, and it turned out I hadn't actually activated my AppSumo deal. So make sure you do that. That's the first thing you need to do, is activate it, otherwise you won't get the amount of messages that you get. And what happens is you will come up to the first thing you'll come up to. Let's go to the profile thing here, and then we will go to the account. There we go. That's the one we need to go to. So if you go to the account, that's the first thing you'll come into, and then you'll see here I've got 10,000 messages is what I've got available. I've got my invoices there, my profile, and installation. Now all you have to do, incidentally, is it's a bit like the chat-based thing that I talked about the other day, but this is far better, because not only do you get that AI on your website, you can also connect it to all these great things as well. So the installation, you just literally take this embed code, you copy it, and you paste it into the body section of your website, and it will automatically come up at the bottom. So that's that that side of it, then once you're ready and you're ready to start, essentially, you go over to your dashboard and you click on that. And then here is your dashboard. And as you can see, I got a lot of messages in here. These are all messages from clients that have gone through the chatbot, or I've spoken them to directly. If you want to change the settings up here, you literally got your inbox, you've got your archive and your trash. And then over here, if you click on this one, you can actually filter by your WhatsApp messages or what have you. So you don't have to just look at, like, everything comes up in here. But if you want to filter by specific ones, then you can click on the buttons to filter. Over here, as you can see, you've got this one here, which is to archive the conversation, this one here to mark as read, this one here to download the transcript, and this one here to delete the conversation. So it's all very self-explanatory. That's the easy part. That's the great thing about it. Once you get it set up, not difficult at all. Over here, you've got your details. I've blurred out most of these details, but you can see you've got your details. You've got your conversation ID, your source and where it came from, your ID, your user type, which is normally a lead, creation time, the last activity. Then it also says you can put some notes in there and all that kind of stuff. So basically, this is perfect if you've got people who are looking after your business as well, or you've employed to do this. They can put all the details in there, put notes about the client, etc., so that everybody gets to see them, and you're all good. In terms of the actual settings itself, let's go through some of the settings, because this is the bit of the confusing bit. There's so many settings here. Now, I'm not going to go through them all, but I will go through the main quick ones. And as I said, we've got the messages. This is for your offline messages and your privacy messages and all that kind of stuff. You can sort out all that stuff in there. You've got admin side of things to automatically translate admin area. All of the admin that you've got here, you can do all the translations for it. Automatically archive conversations if you want to, sort conversations by date. You've got all these settings here that you can change to your heart's content. I pretty much just left all this, haven't changed any of it, haven't really looked at it because I haven't really needed it. Notifications, you can have notifications when people go on the website, etc. Users, this tells you all the information about your users. Incidentally, if you click on this one here that looks like the little people, you can see all of the leads and users that you've got just there, what's happened with them, the type, and all that sort of information as well, which is pretty cool. Now, here's all your settings. As I said, we're going to talk about right now, which is artificial intelligence. This one's just come out. Before, it was Dialogflow. So if you knew about Dialogflow, you could create your bot and you're good to go. Now, you don't even need to know any of that information, which is absolutely brilliant. So you've got your open API settings. It's so simple. I'm going to run you through it now. You've got your API key and your model. You choose your model. In my case, I'm choosing ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo because of the fact that I don't want to have lots and lots of tokens used up. I believe it's like 20 tokens if you use ChatGPT 4, where it's less if you use ChatGPT even 3.5 Turbo. So therefore, depending on which one you use, it will use more tokens. Your chat mode, only questions related to your sources. You've got to put that. That's very important. If you put only general questions, or if you put all questions, it will literally make up information that's not to do with your business. So if you want your business to be the only thing it talks about, you need to change that to only questions related to your sources. Okay, you got a fallback message. In my case, I've just got sorry, blah 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 in Spanish. Your prompt. Now I copied this prompt completely from my chat-based thing. You can put a prompt if you want to. You don't have to. I believe it still works without a prompt because it's all ready to go, but I put a prompt and I basically gave it information. I said, I want you to provide me with answers from the given info. I don't want you to stray off the topic. If the answer is not included, say exactly something like, and I'll put that prompt in the comments below so you can copy and paste it if you want to use it. If you don't want to use that, that's fine. It will still work without it. The temperature, if you want to change that, you can change it up and down depending on if you want it to be dead on what it's saying towards your information, or whether you want it to, elaborate slightly on what it's saying, be a little bit nicer, be a little bit more grumpy, whatever. You can change your temperature there. So that's pretty much all you need to know about that one. In terms of the other stuff, you've got your chatbot box, which is just here. Until you click that button and then click save changes, the chatbot will not go on. So basically, if you're having issues with it, you want to test it out at night time or something when there's nobody asking questions, you can click on the chatbot there. You can test out all your questions and then you can either leave it on or turn it off. As long as you save changes every time, it automatically turns it off. That will attach it to your WhatsApp and your Messenger and all that sort of stuff automatically. Spelling correction, obvious reason for that. Dialogflow spelling correction if you're using Dialogflow. Message rewrite, generate user experience, multilingual training sources. I'm using Spanish, so I pop that in. Now, this is the cool bit here, is the AI training. It's super easy to do. All you have to do is you use your training resources here. You can add a URL, so if you want to just add your website into there, you can do that. or you can choose a file. So all you do there is super simple. You just literally go choose a file, and then you just click on it and you add your text file or your PDF or whatever it is you want to have there. So now one thing I would say is that if you want the chatbot to say certain things, like in our case, what happens is some people come and they say something about a loss in the family or something before they do their order or something like that. They like to tell us the story of what's happened. Now with a normal chatbot, it would just go, oh, whatever, here's the price. Now if you don't put that information in your training resources, then it will not say it. Okay, that's important to remember. So it will just say the price that you have or something like that. So if you want it to say something like that, make sure you train the model by typing in the text that you're giving it, something along the lines of, you know, if somebody mentions a loss in the family, make sure you're sympathetic to it, and make sure you say something like, sorry for your loss, for example. That's just a really bad example. It only applies to my business, not to yours. But the point is that if you want it to say something specific, you have to put that in the text and you have to train it, because it will not deviate from that text at all, unless you put, which you can try and you can play around with if you want to, and that is only questions related to your sources. You can change to only general questions or all questions. If you put it as all questions, it can deviate from what you want to know about your business. So if your business is very specific, say you're selling, I don't know, sizes of foam for people to make you know, some sort of costumes or something, and those foam sizes are specific, if you put them in your thing and then you choose to only questions or you choose all questions, then what can happen is that they could say what sizes are available, and then ChatGPT has an AI hallucination of some kind and will come back with, you know, oh, our main sizes are this, which will be correct. And then it can say something like, but other sizes available are 30 meters by 20 meters, and it will just make stuff up. So you've got to be very careful with what you do train it with. And if you want it to only use your sources, then bear in mind that it'll be a little bit more robotic unless you put those extra bits into your sources yourself. So yeah, I think that covers through the open AI side of settings. Super easy to do. You literally just add your item in there. So whatever it is, whether it be your website. So if I was to add, let's just put test.com, for example. I'm sure there's a website like that. And then all you do is you hit train your chatbot, and that's it. It will literally go through test.com or whatever. I'm not going to train it now because I don't want to train it with test.com, but you train your chatbot, you hit that, and it will go through and it will say, add in this page, add in that page, add in that page. And then whenever you ask it a question, it will automatically answer based on the information that you've given it, which is absolutely brilliant and a game changer. Now, there are other bots out there that already do this, but this one, as I said, connects automatically to Messenger and WhatsApp and any of these other things. All you have to do is go into their YouTube, find the details that you need, and connect your bot, and you're good to go. So let's have a quick look at the deal itself. This is support board, so this is where it is. This is the lifetime deal, $69. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. $69 for this. You get 10,000 messages a month, which for some people is going to be perfectly fine. If you want to, you can go for plan 2 or plan 3. I will probably upgrade by buying another couple of codes very, very soon. The good thing is that as with all AppSumo products, like if you bought Chatbase the other day and now you decided you want this instead, you can actually get a 60-day money back guarantee, and there's no quibble whatsoever. So you literally just go into your board and you say, I want to refund that, and they'll refund it straight away, and you bought something else instead. So you could buy this support board if you've already got Chatbase, or if you've already got any of the other bots that only work on your website and you want to get it for all of them, then this is the one to go for. 60-day money back guarantee, $69 for a lifetime membership, up to 3 agents, 10,000 messages per month, and up to 500,000 characters to train the bot. So you get your premium support, all supported apps are included, and white label. So you can start your own AI business where you're essentially putting out to businesses and saying, look, I'll get you this 10,000 messages a month, you'll pay this one-off setup fee, this per month, and you've got yourself an amazing thing, because everything goes to the same place, everything is AI generated, and it's absolutely brilliant.